think it's more important to talk about the impact that he had as a footballer, and more than that, as a global football icon, and a global icon for many causes, or many that were inspired by what he was able to do. You look in places like Africa, where he was a person that came in and, alongside the Brazilian national team, really established an imprint as far as fandom, and also in terms of diplomatic relations that have occurred in that part of the world, and what has been so important for places like Nigeria, maybe even like Ghana, South Africa, and many others that have seen Pele as a source of inspiration of what can be done as a player. Not only that, he's a player that comes from a very poor class in Brazil, a black man from a poor class in Brazil, and it became one of the most famous athletes of all time. The first global superstar, if you may, to look at it from that perspective, a person that was able to transcend language, that was able to transcend sport, that was able to come into different countries and people or automatically knew who he was just based on his name alone. So that shows you a great deal. Not only in Africa, I should talk about, I should also talk about the Caribbean. So much so that a few years ago, back in 2014, thereabouts around the World Cup, he talked about how it would have been great for him to one day have met Bob Marley. He never met the great Jamaican musician, to make some music. And he was a very avid fan of music, sometimes even played the violon, as they say in Brazil. And he truly appreciated those great artists, so much so that many artists, even here in Italy, have been able to express their condolences through social media. Many that were friends of his, many that not even musicians, but also footballers that played with and against him in the field of play, ended up expressing their deepest condolences. Dino Sof, many others that have been able to really appreciate and see it firsthand on a pitch, that the greatness that he was able to offer.